why does my girl keep asking me questions about the movie when we're both watching the same movie?
Whoa, am I dating females? Every time when I watch one of these videos, I'm starting to believe more and more that I am a man and that all the guys that I've dated are female. Call me Daddy Sai.
Hi YouTube, welcome back in hell. My name is Cypress and today we'll be watching a video by The Advocate. This is Womansplaining women to men, asking questions during movies and more girl behavior explained.
Okay, so I think by now everyone's figured out that women love funny guys. If you're funny, you don't necessarily have to be conventionally attractive. And if you haven't noticed that, pay attention. Womansplaining women to men, part 8. If a woman asks you to do something and you say yes, you realistically only have about 20 to 30 seconds to start physically getting up and doing it. Otherwise, you are about to get hit with the, fine, I'll just do it myself.
That is true.
I will tell you why this is happening and how to handle it. So first of all, no, it's actually not because she plays so much Sims that she's used to that being the response time for her commands, though women do be loving Sims.
I guess like when I ask you, can you do this for me? I actually mean in that moment. If I don't say like any specific time, I mean like right now. So that is for me how that works. So if you reply me with, yes, I will do it, then I think you will do it right now. That's like how it works for me, at least.
Nah, 9 times out of 10, it's usually because someone, maybe someone from her past, maybe you, has demonstrated a pattern of making her ask like 6 to 10 times before the thing actually gets done.
I mean that too.
Face it, guys, if you do not take care of an idea while it is still fresh in your head, it'll expire.
Yeah.
But there's got to be some safe space between the 20 seconds after she's asked and the next fiscal year, right? I'll tell you where it is. It's a 2-step plan. Step 1. Don't say yes. If you're not ready to do it in the next 20 seconds, don't say yes.
Or like for me, it's like, say when exactly are you gonna do it? Not exactly, but like an approximate, like when do you think you will be doing it? Like, yes, I'll do it in an hour. Yes, I'll do it after blah, blah, blah. I don't know, then I'm fine. I'm fine if I get a date and time, you know? That's all I need, a date and a time.
Step 2, get the other women involved.
Huh?
Lauren, what? No, I know, trust me. There are other women she will allow you to bring into your relationship. And their names are Siri and Alexa. Marie Kondo's a strong
Siri
third.
and Alexa.
She asks you to bring the dirty clothes basket down from upstairs, and you say, not right now, but then you immediately follow that up with, hey Siri, remind me in half an hour to bring the dirty clothes down.
Oh, damn, that's hot. That is such a smart idea, yeah.
You're gonna get a not bad face
Yeah, not
at worst,
bad.
and at best,
Did not expect it from you. Wow. This is a pleasant surprise, eh?
By doing this, you are both relieving her of the mental load and advocating for your own time priorities. Now, if you really want to turn the place into a slip and slide, start letting her overhear you setting those reminders without her.
Oh
You're
my
welcome, boys.
god. I don't know if I can handle that.
Everyone's figured out that women love funny guys. If you're funny, you don't necessarily have to be conventionally attractive. And if you haven't noticed that, pay attention. Let's look at comedian David Cross and his wife, actress Amber Tamblin. You may be surprised to hear, but some people do not find David Cross conventionally attractive. Nonetheless, this does not stop him from getting Amber like this, okay, girl? Now, here's the thing. As with everything with women, there is always a, but not like that. I feel like when dudes hear that we like funny guys, they imagine that they have to be these stand-up comedian level charismatic giga chads. And the secret is that the answer is so much simpler than that. Us women, we carry a lot on our shoulders. We are almost always worried about something. So the quality that we end up really connecting to in men isn't necessarily that you're funny. It's when you can still find a sense of humor, even in the shittiest situations. It's more that we want a man with a good attitude. I'm finally making an Encanto reference in a TikTok, but I love the characters Peppa and Felix. She married him, even though he's shorter than her, even though he doesn't have superpowers, because he calms her storms. When we say we want a funny guy, what we really mean is that we want a guy who's lighthearted. Okay, I'll tell on us real quick. When you guys do that thing when we are pissed off and done with the world, but you still insist on cracking jokes and trying to make us laugh, we secretly love that. And dad jokes.
I know,
I said too much.
Don't tell them about the dad jokes.
So one unexpected thing that makes a good woman fall for a man is watching the way he loves other men. Hear me out. We really are suckers for a good bromance. We love it when you guys call each other king and boost each other up. I
do love that.
We
That
really
is so
admire the way you guys
cute.
don't hesitate to let your buddy crash on your couch for a week after a shitty breakup, or the way you'll just go out and meet them if their car breaks down. Now again, I said good women, so if you're with a woman who gets annoyed when you do this stuff, reconsider. Anyway, what we find the hottest thing is when we catch you guys holding each other accountable. In work, in romance, in finances. When we see our men actively making each other better men, fucking swoon.
It also, for me, it also feels like if I see that you're like that with your friends, then I know you're probably gonna be like that with me too. And I love that.
Womansplaining Women to Men, episode 11. Gentlemen, if a woman ever actually admits that she was wrong, do not start celebrating. I know that you have been waiting seemingly your whole life for this moment, and you want nothing more than to go, yes, I told you so. I knew it. No, King. This is the time.
I don't think you should be doing it to anyone. That shit's annoying as f.
And hold strong. It is time to perform more stoicism than you ever have in your life. Oh? You know that face you make when you're slowly eking out a fart and you're ready to blame it on the dog?
What? That's like a specific face.
That's the same face you're going to use now. If you f this up, she is never going to do it again, okay? This behavior needs positive reinforcement, right? Accountability should always be celebrated. The thing to do here is to thank her for saying that, tell her how much it means to you, and assure her that you will be mindful to do the same, right? Keep that same energy.
Yeah, keep it going, keep it going.
Move if you want to take it to the next level. Listen up, King. This one is not for the faint of heart, but my dad did it once, and my mom has never shut up about it. So this miraculous day finally came for my dad, where one day my mom actually said to him, hey, I just want to say that I'm sorry for all those times that I insisted that I was right and I wouldn't hear you out. And this dude goes, you know, hon, I really appreciate that, but I have to tell you, all those times, you were probably right.
What? Wait, I'm confused. Is my English... I don't know if I'm understanding the English. Hold on. Never mind. I thought that she also said that I insisted that I was right, but I was wrong. But that's not what she said. Oh.
I really appreciate that, but I have to tell you, all those times, you were probably right.
Damn, that's smooth, Dad. That's f***ing smooth.
Honestly, king shit.
Yeah.
I will never know if he actually meant that, but he put his whole ego on the line just to say it out loud.
That is
beautiful. Like I said, it is not for the faint of heart, but I do now have to beg my mom not to go into further details when discussing their romance. So turn my cringe into your relationship success. And follow for more. You're welcome. Womansplaining Women to Men, episode 12.
Questions during movies.
So one question I've gotten a lot is, why does my girl keep asking me questions about the movie when we're both watching the same movie?
Bro, am I dating females? Every time when I watch one of these videos, I'm starting to believe more and more that I am a man and that all the guys that I've dated are female. Call me daddy side.
I'm guilty. I'm so guilty.
I'm not. I'm annoyed when people do that.
The heart of it, we're just...
Wait, why is he doing that? How am I supposed to know why he's doing that? He just did it for the first time. It's my first time watching this with you. Why are you asking me why he's doing it? I don't f***ing know. We need to keep watching. Shut the fuck up.
Something, so we're just trying to do a little fact check. But I think more subconsciously, we recognize that men start developing a knowledge for movie tropes at a very young age, and therefore start thinking very formulaically about the movies they watch from then on. Like, we'll be watching a movie.
Okay, never mind. I'm just a fucking weeb. I've just been watching too much anime and reading too much manga and webtoons.
Guys, and we'll be like, who's that guy? And instead of saying, I don't know, you'll be like, well, he's got pointy eyebrows, so he's probably going to be one of the villains. And then boom, you've just accidentally given yourself credibility for not only the rest of this movie, but all movies immemorial. I would just go with it. It's like a magic trick to us, right? You'll say very basic, vague things like, this is where the scary part's
No,
gonna
this is my pride, man. This is my pride. I'll never ask a man that. I'm the man. I am the one who comes up with this shit. I wanna be the one to show that magic. All my years of binging anime has come down to this point.
Look, I don't make the rules. You're the grand wizards of movies, boys. Just wear your mantle with pride. This is the secret to how to become the most trustworthy man your girl has ever dated. Simply ask for her approval before you ever post a picture of her. It might sound silly, but girls do not trust anybody like they trust the people who double check with them the picture looks good before they post it.
I would actually really appreciate it if you do it, because like I think I don't look good on a lot of pictures, so I would be it would be really nice if you show me first before posting it. I'm going to cry.
When you guys take your sleeves and simply roll them up to here. Tipping the
That
waitress
is indeed
well.
hot.
We like
Yeah.
that.
I do like that too.
3, not telling security that I'm stealing the Declaration of Independence.
Why are you stealing
Ooh,
that?
This is a fun one. I like this. When women go all out in appearance for girls' night, we don't get that.
Oh, are they talking about that women that we dress up when we go out with the girls, but we don't dress up when we go out with the boys? Listen.
So the reason that women dress absolutely to the nines for ladies' night is simply because they notice.
That is true. I don't dress up for the guys. I dress up for the girls. I know the girls are noticing what I'm wearing. I know the girls see exactly what I've done to my hair. I know they are looking at every single detail, okay? So I need to look good. But I know that you will still love me, even if all my details are not perfect, okay? That's it. It's not that deep. It's not what you're thinking. It's not for the other guys out there, because sometimes I see guys online thinking that women dress up for girls' night for the other guys, but that's definitely not the case. Really, we're just dressing up because there are other girls. That's all.
They notice everything. And this isn't a diss on you. This is actually also something we love about you, is that we could be chilling with just a top knot, no makeup on, wearing just sweatpants we stole from you, and you still think we're the hottest thing on the planet. And when we do dress up with you, you're always super nice about it. You're always like, you look nice. And then we're like, nice.
Thanks.
But when we go out with the girlies, it hits a little different, because they'll be like, oh my god, your nails, is that gold foil marble? The way your rose gold earrings match
That is actually exactly how it goes. They
And-
see everything.
your square toe heels.
Everything.
Your cat eye is from the angels, girl. The
Yes.
angels.
Yes.
Basically, when girls go out with each other, we spend the entire time just validating the absolute shit out of each other. And so we just want to look nice for the validation party. Like, women are bad. We can't even go to the bathroom without complimenting the shit out of whoever's washing their hands next to us.
Oh my god, you're
It's
washing your
basically
hands
a
so
know your
beautifully.
audience thing. We know what the girlies want. The girlies want to see each other slay. Let me give you guys a relatable example. You're working on a huge project. You're right in the middle of it. It's chaotic. It's messy. It's a shit show. It almost looks like you don't know what you're doing at all. Do you show your girl now or when you're done? When you're done, and then you send the carnage and the dead rat you found and all the other insane shit that happens along the way to the boys, because they're the ones who are going to appreciate that journey. And that is why we dress
Yeah,
up
that
for
is
ladies'
true.
night.
That's
Thank you
like
for
a
coming to my
interesting way to explain that.
This is a popular video going around and getting stitched right now, where this gentleman asks ladies to stitch the question, what is something that men think is harmless but totally annoys you? And while most of the responses are things like simply breathing, very creative, Sandy, there were some
Breathing?
fair contributions that I wanted to womansplain a little bit further to help you guys out. So here are the top 5. And don't worry, guys, I give you your stitch opportunity at the end. Number 1, calling us females. And I do get why guys are confused on this. Like, why would women be offended by being called females? That's literally what they are. We're not offended by being called males.
I'm not being offended by being called females, but to be honest, whenever someone has said females where I was like present, it was like clearly a joke in a joke way, so I don't feel anything for it.
The simplest way of putting it is that women don't really like it because it sounds a little bit too farm stocky. Like, something about the word female kind of has this inherent connotation of being for breeding, whereas woman gives us more of like a sense of
That's why it's funny. But like I said, I've only ever heard someone call me or like anyone like in the room a female in a fucking obvious joking way. Never in like in a serious way.
2, asking what chores need to be done or asking for a list. And again, I understand your confusion here because you're literally just trying to help in the
Listen, I just wish you could read my mind. It would have been like awesome if you could read my mind.
best way that you know how, by cutting straight to the point and
Just
asking
read my
what needs to be
mind.
done. So this is where there's a disconnect, is when you ask her that question, she feels like you're placing the burden of the mental load onto her.
No, actually, that is true now that she says that. When she explains it like that, I'm like, oh, wait, yeah. I have actually felt that. Like, when you're in your mode that you don't want to think, and then someone asks, so what do I need to do? And I'm like, oh my god, are you asking me to turn my brain on right now?
She wants you to already know what needs to be done. Now look, I know that the reason you're asking isn't because you don't have eyes and you're not able to observe what needs to be done. It's because you actually care to know what preference she has for what needs to be done. So to fit both of your needs, what actually might work better is maybe presenting it as, hey, I was thinking of focusing on X and Y chores today, but is there something you'd prefer I do first?
Oh, that's a good way to do it.
Trying to fix things when we're just trying to vent. What's so funny about this is as much as it annoys
trying to fix things when we're venting. Oh, yeah. This has been in like one of the other videos as well.
women when guys try to fix things when they're venting, it annoys guys just as much when you don't let them fix it.
Yeah, I've seen that, but it's like a misunderstanding between like the females. Sorry, the women and the men. Men don't understand why we don't want them to fix, why we don't want to let them fix it, because we're like, you know, venting about a problem. And they're like, okay, but the obvious way to fix this is to fix it, right? And then the women are like, I'm not venting for a fix. I am venting for emotional support. But we're not communicating that. So, yeah.
Trust me, you can still fix it. And the way to do that is simply by saying, that sucks, and giving her a hug. 4, getting catcalled.
Oh, I fucking hate getting catcalled.
This is a perfect example of when we accidentally treat people the way we want.
Who the even likes being catcalled? Why is that still happening? Does it actually work?
To be treated instead of the way they want to be treated. I know as a dude you'd love nothing more than to walk down the street and get told you're gorgeous by a stranger. But if you ever heard of the term getting touched out, women often get complimented out by men. If you don't know her or you've never built rapport with her, just sadly assume she doesn't like to hear nice things about herself.
The thing with catcalling too is like, how do I explain this? Yes, it is nice to be called that you look good, that you look pretty and stuff like that. But I'm not gonna lie, it is very, very intimidating as a small girl to walk down the street and then there is like a group of 5 dudes that are like way taller than you, where you need to walk, that are all like whistling and calling you. That is really scary. And also let me not talk about the fact that you as a female already get catcalled by guys when you're in elementary school by grown adults. So it's like it has never, but like most of the time it has been bad experiences. So it's not like something that we look forward to. Oh, you look better. Yeah, I get it. I think she's gonna say like that you probably think that this is like a really good compliment, right? Like I'm saying you don't need makeup. But the thing about this is if you actually look at it, like just look at the words, you look better without makeup. But she just did her makeup. She spent a lot of time doing her makeup. So you basically just said that makeup that she just did sucks. I think that's what it is.
Because you're basically saying you're so naturally beautiful that you don't need to add anything else. The problem with this is that those girls spent a really long time doing their makeup, so the last thing they want to hear is that it was a waste of time. All that being said, fellas, now it's your time to get a stitch. What are some things that women think are harmless but are actually really annoying?
Tell us.
Let's learn a little something from each other today.
Hi, thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, please don't forget to give a like to the video and subscribe to my channel. I also stream live on Twitch and on YouTube, so follow me on Twitch or just turn on the notification bell on YouTube to know when I go live. I hope to see you there. Bye!